Hello. Hi, everybody. All right, I'm just going to make sure everything is set up and make sure once the live kind of catches up with the viewers that everybody can hear me and see me okay. So if you're there, say hi in the chat. It's probably showing ads. Make sure everything is set up and make sure once, because that's what it's doing on the live kind of catches up with the viewers that everybody can hear me and see me okay. All right, just waiting for people to sign on. Oh, so good. If you're there, Anthony can hear. Say hi in the chat. Yeah, my YouTube studio keeps telling me to place ads, including, hi Mel, including in the middle of the live stream. Showing ads. And it's a winter solstice meditation. I don't want to put because that's what it's doing on the live kind of catches up with the viewers that everybody can. I'm trying to customize it so when people watch it on playback, if they're there, you can hear. Say hi. Yeah, my YouTube studio keeps telling me to place ads. Hello, Joe. Including, hi Mel, including in the middle of the so when I put this on playback, I'm going to try to pick and choose where to put ads. And I don't want to really want to put the mid-roll ads with the viewers, which means I'm trying to customize it so when people watch it on playback, music, there's a meditation channel. Say hi. It gets a little bit tricky. Yeah, my YouTube studio keeps telling me to place ads in the middle of this. I think including hi Mel, hitting no, and just so when I put this on playback, I'm going to try to pick and choose really put ads. I don't want to really want to put the ads, and it does apologize because that is not. I'm trying to what I want customize it so when people watch it on playback. So we have some people sign channel. Say hi. It gets we're going to get started. So I really studio keeps telling me to place ads in the middle of this. I think hi Mel, hitting no. And just so when I put this on playback, I'm going to try to pick and choose really put ads to talk about one really solstice, what it means to be ads, because I'm trying to what I want customize it so when people watch it on playback, so we have some people sign we're going to talk about how to it gets we're going to get started. So I really studio keeps telling me to place ads in the middle of this. I think hi Mel, and just so when I put this on playback, I'm going to try to pick and choose to talk about one really solstice, what it means to be I'm trying to what I want customize it so when people watch it on playback, so we have some people sign we're going to talk about how to it gets. Tell me if that's better. It might have been coming in through two microphones, which is funny because most of the time it doesn't come through any microphones, and I usually have to fix that. So let me know if that helped. And I'll keep talking just to make sure. But yeah, let me know. It's always something. Technology. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Anthony. It's so funny. It must have been picking up my computer microphone, even though I never tell it to use my computer microphone. I always tell it to use my external mic that picks up the harp better. Go figure. It wants to work better than it usually does, apparently. Okay, well, now that the tech stuff is out of the way, let me pull up my announcements screen. There we go. Okay, so this is our housekeeping portion of the evening where I get to announce all the things about the channel. But thing number one is that somewhere in this holiday season, I have now surpassed 2,000 subscribers and am well on my way to 2,500 last I checked. And that just makes me so happy. So thank you everybody for subscribing, for your support. If you stumbled upon this live stream and you're not subscribed yet, then come join us. It's all about the peace and the music and the wellness, meditations, background music, harp music, nature, all things peace. And the thing that's amazing about this growth, I tend to get this growth every year around Christmas time because people come here for peaceful Christmas music, and that is my favorite thing to offer. So that just makes me so happy when I see those numbers grow because we're all coming together for the Christmas season. I have a winter and Christmas playlist available because, like I said, I love to do Christmas harp music. So I put that in the description below this video. There's a link there. So if you're celebrating Christmas and you want some background music when you're wrapping presents, or if you have family over, please consider taking Harp and Wellness with you in your celebrations. Speaking of celebrations, last minute gifts. It's something that people don't really think about very often, but myself and so many of my fellow musicians, we have digital gifts. We have albums, digital videos. So if you're looking for a last minute gift for people, please consider supporting independent artists like myself and buy that album, send it to them. I have Harpscapes videos, so harp and nature videos, audio albums, online playlists, and I put the links in the description below where you can find them, but you can mostly find them on my website, harpandwellness.com, or you can find them on harpscapes.art, which are my harp and nature downloads. So please support indie artists this time of year, all year round really, but especially this time of year. We really appreciate it. And lastly, I'm going to take my announcement screen off so I can actually talk about this with myself on the camera, but we have some changes coming to the Harp and Wellness YouTube channel in 2024. Let me see if I can get back. There I am. Okay, so I've talked about this a lot already with my Harpscapes community, which is over on Buy Me a Coffee, where people are following for free and some people are paid members. But I've been watching the numbers on my YouTube channel over the last several months, and somewhere along the way, the trend has changed a little bit. Back when I launched Harp and Wellness in 2020, Harpscapes, my 5-minute harp and nature videos, those were doing really well. So I just kind of ran with them and I kept posting them. And then I ended up posting them on YouTube because they were doing so well in my little community that I had. And since then, I've noticed that the trends have slowly started veering away from the 5-minute videos and back towards the longer format videos. It's just what people are preferring right now. And so come 2024, I have officially decided to pull Harpscapes from my YouTube channel, at least publicly. What this means is that I will be putting them up unlisted, so only people who have the link will be able to view them, and they won't count towards my view count. They shouldn't be monetized, at least not the same way. So that way there won't be, I think YouTube might sneak an ad in here and there, but hopefully there will be less ads so the people that want to see them don't have to worry about ads all over the place. And that way I can start devoting my YouTube channel more towards my longer format music, because that seems to be what's doing the best. And I really don't want Harpscapes to kill my my channel that I've worked hard at over the last 3 years. So that's going to be the big change coming to the YouTube channel. That also means that it will hopefully motivate me to do more long format videos, because right now I sort of rest on the fact that a Harpscape comes out every single week. But if they're only getting 50, 60, 70 views at most, and then I have my long format videos that usually get in the hundreds or sometimes even thousands, tens of thousands, or recently hundreds of thousands, it's a big difference. So I'm just going to kind of roll with that and see what happens. But I do want to talk about these Harpscapes videos. They're only 5 minutes long because I believe in them just to be this really great reprieve from your day. And 5 minutes can make a big difference. So If this is something that you're interested in and you're not following Harpscapes yet on Buy Me a Coffee, then I don't think I put the link in the description below. I will once this live is over. Oh, thank you, Mel. Thank you so much. So buymeacoffee.com/harpscapes is the community where you can see all these harpscapes, peaceful harp and nature videos. You can follow for free. It's very easy. You just make an account and then you hit follow up in the right-hand corner. Or if you want to become a paid member, you get extra perks, and memberships start from just $1 a month. So you can go check that out. I'm going to make an official announcement on the YouTube channel probably next week, I guess, as we round the new year. But I figured it made sense to make that announcement during the live as well. Okay, so I think that was it for my announcements. So I'm going to segue into our talk about the winter solstice. And I got this idea to talk about how we do a really bad job in modern society of embracing what the seasons are supposed to bring us biologically, mentally, emotionally. And I was driving in the car with my husband, and I said to him, I feel like I'm really disjointed because I want to slow down. I want to eat more. I want to relax. I want to be cozy. And so much about this time of year doesn't let me. I feel like society expects us to keep up the same pace that we have all year long, maybe even ramp it up a little bit because we're getting ready for the celebrations of the season. So that's sort of how I was inspired to do this live stream, and just thinking about back in the day before the world was the way it is today, we were supposed to embrace each season for what it is. And there's this cyclical rhythm that we're supposed to follow. Our ancestors knew to slow down. They knew that they were supposed to gather up their food and then not worry about going out and hunting and gathering until the spring. We see it with our plant life. We see flowers that bloom because they're able to be dormant in the wintertime, then they bloom in the spring. So in this busy world, especially during this time where we are supposed to all be jolly and happy and energized and go all the places and do all the things, how do we sit down and let ourselves breathe, be introspective, reflect a little bit? And the first step is doing things like this, being here today. I lit my candles behind me. I have the glow of the Christmas tree. It's reflecting in the window. I have my harp. I have you can see some of my tumtas, the family tumtas behind me, which are Swedish traditional dolls that we put out for Christmas time. And Scandinavia, they know how to do exactly what we're talking about. They know how to embrace the cold weather and embrace the darkness, at least better than we do. So we'll channel my Swedish heritage today, and we'll embrace slowing down a little bit. Like clockwork, everybody in the wellness realm is thinking about the winter solstice. And so when I woke up this morning, I had my daily Om email that comes in every single morning. And of course it was on the winter solstice, and it reiterated so much of what I'm talking about tonight. So I figured instead of trying to summarize it, I would just read it. So I'm going to take a sip of water first because it's a little long. But it says, welcoming the winter solstice. In times past, the bare-limbed trees, long nights, and biting chill of winter signified all that the time had come to slow down. Humanity emulated the animals, retreating into cozy dwellings where they sustained themselves on foods harvested late in autumn and passed the time in peaceful reflection. Today, most people proceed ruddy-cheeked through winter's frosts, ignoring the profound effects the cold weather has on their bodies and minds. Yet, the beauty and significance of wintertime cannot be so easily overlooked. As the temperature plummets, leaving the air crisp and the landscape bare, we tend to crave warmth and relish rich foods. The presence of loved ones seems more comforting when blustery winds rattle window panes, and we feel compelled to conserve our energy by engaging in only the most soothing of activities. Though your daily schedule may remain more or less the same no matter what time of year it is, you will find in winter many opportunities to honor the way in which you are impacted by this most magical of seasons. At first glance, the world may seem desolate during the coldest months. Yet, there are many unique and stimulating sensory experiences to be had. In the intricate beauty of individual snowflakes, the patterns of frost that form on your windows, the tang of smoke from wood-fueled fireplaces, the crunch of freshly fallen snow under your feet, and the briskness of the air. Don't be afraid to venture joyfully out into the cold and the snow, as you may have when you were a child. A tingling and reddened nose is a small price to pay for a clear mind and invigorated soul. If your body articulates a desire to rest, give yourself permission to spend your free time reading, writing in your journal, daydreaming, engaging in artistic pursuits, playing board games, working on a puzzle, or meditating. Many plants, like the tulip and the apple tree, would not blossom in the springtime, were it not for the period of dormancy that is the gift of winter's chill. Their example can inspire us to use this season of slumber to cleanse ourselves of spiritual and emotional detritus, like flora shedding lifeless foliage, so that we may emerge from under the frost refreshed and renewed when spring arrives. So I just thought that was perfect and just a wonderful addition to what we're doing tonight, and how just being here, you are taking the time to slow down, be a little bit more reflective, get a little bit cozy. And speaking of coziness, we're going to segue into our meditation. And I'm going to get my harp. But as we settle in, just make sure that you are comfortable. If you want to go grab yourself a beverage or some blankets, some fuzzy slippers, anything that will make you feel more relaxed and embrace that warmth that we're cultivating in our community. So go and do that. And we're going to signify the start of the meditation with 2 rings of the tingshas to help clear the energy. It's hard to wind down when you're running around every single day, like I have been, trying to get the last minute shopping done, wrap presents, do all the errands. I'm going to have to start baking soon. So it's good to just purify the air a little bit with sound. And hopefully we can start to think about what this season can do for us if we let it. So continue getting comfortable. You don't need to find stillness right away, but once you do feel like you can settle in, then just start to focus on your breath and start to try and manifest things that you might want from this season. Sometimes we equate winter with Christmas time, but of course we have a whole winter season after Christmas and after the new year. So don't just think about the next week the next 2 weeks. Think about the whole winter season and what you want to permit yourself to let in energetically. I have a list of permissions that I'm going to read out kind of as affirmations when I start to play the harp. Some might resonate with you, some might not, and that's totally fine. But whichever ones resonate with you, feel free to take those in, meditate on them. Or if there's something that you want to permit yourself to do that's not on this list, then meditate on that. And once I read the list, I'll play harp for about 10 minutes, give or take. And then we'll end our meditation with another ring of the tingshas. And then we will part ways and wish each other blessings for the holidays. Oh, I just hit my microphone. I hope that wasn't too loud. All right. I give myself permission to slow down, to say no, to grant myself downtime, to take that walk, to snuggle up in blankets, to wear the comfy clothing, to take that nap, to eat that sweet treat, to take that warm bubble bath or extra long shower, to meditate on all my blessings or even the hardships. To sleep in. To see the season through the innocent eyes of a child, or see it through the wise eyes of an adult. To take time to breathe. I give myself permission. Thank you all so much for joining me. Feel free to stay where you are if you don't have anything you need to do right after this. But I will sign off and wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I can't wait to see what 2024 brings. So thank you all so much. Happy winter. I'll see you all soon.